I've got a good feeling that this episode of Super Seicento is going to clean up. Well, I am anyway. Hello you lot, Miller Corner here, welcome back to Super Seicento. And as in the last video, we got this car out of its self-isolation that it's been in pretty much since all this corona crap kicked off. The car is now on its way to being back on the road to be enjoyed for the summer. The next thing I'm going to do is one of the most basic things you can do to your car, and that's just to wash it. This car has accumulated a lot of dirt and grime since it's been in storage back in early March of this year. There's flies all over it, there's cobwebs, there's all kinds of untold amounts of crap, and we're going to get all of it cleaned off to get this car back to looking its best. I'm not sponsored by any of the cleaning products I'm going to be using today. I just want to try a bit of this and a bit of that, all of it fairly affordable, to see if you can do a good quality detail that you can be proud of on the cheap. So without further ado, let's get the buckets out. The first thing I want to do is clean off the initial layer of surface crap that's built up over the months of storage that this car's been in, and it's the kind of stuff that your typical hose wash might not lift off for fear of marking your paintwork. You might be familiar with snow foam. You get a big pressure washer, a snow foam lance, and you squirt it all over your paint. This isn't that. This is Demon Foam from a company called Carplan, and their whole Demon line of products is basically detailing stuff, but not quite as expensive as stuff like Auto Finesse or Maguire's, all the big boys. This is a bit more affordable, but it's quite an interesting creation they've come up with. So this is technically snow foam that is leaking from the neck of the thing, you can see there. It comes with this nozzle, so you put your hose pipe into it, lovely new hose pipe, hey, and you turn the nozzle first of all up to get water to come out of it to wet your car off, and wet your car off. First of all, you put this nozzle up so that just water's coming out of it, and then once you've got the whole car wet, you move it over to the foam one, where you get a kind of snow foamy type substance coming out of this nozzle to cover the whole car, and then you leave it for a good couple of minutes to eat all the dirt that's on the surface of the car. Then you wash it off, and the theory is, whilst it won't completely clean it, it certainly will lift a lot of the crap off that you'd otherwise have to scrub quite severely to get off with your usual wash mitt. So you're going to be the first to know whether this is worth the 15 odd quid it is to buy it. And once again, I'm not sponsored by any of these detailing companies. This looked cool and it was cheap, so let's give it a go. Not realising the hose has a kink in it, the car gets an unusually gentle initial rinse. Right, now we're all wet, we then grab hold of the nozzle here and turn it to the foam, and then we've got to cover the entire car in it. After leaving the Demon Foam for 10 minutes to soak in, it gets rinsed off, and already there's an improvement. So far, literally all we've done is that Demon Foam, and it must be said, whilst it hasn't completely cleaned it, obviously there's still loads of crap, particularly on the front, it is significantly better though. There's a lot less bugs and kind of bird crap and things like that on the front corner particularly. The roof is cleaner. On the whole, that is definitely an improvement on what it did look like. But before we carry on with the bodywork, next up, the wheels. Wheels are one of these areas that we don't really see how dirty they were until we've actually already cleaned them. Now, for instance, my wheels here don't actually look too bad. There's a little bit of grot on them, but I'm sure they're going to look a million times better once they've been properly scrubbed up. And to do that, I've got some Triple QX wheel cleaner. Again, I'm not sponsored, it's just the one I have. And all you're going to do with this stuff, really, really easy, is just spray it all over your wheel. Now, you want to do the wheels before you actually get down to cleaning the bodywork, for the reason we'll see in just a minute. But yeah, spray a good helping of wheel cleaner on there and let that munch into all the crap on the wheel for a couple of minutes, then we'll come back to it and show you what you need to do next. Once you've left the wheel cleaner for a few minutes, the wheel will actually look ever so slightly darker. That's because it's kind of done its thing. It's eaten all the dirt out of the intricacies of the wheel and brought it to the surface. And once you've done that, next you're going to want a bucket of the world's finest water and a good wheel brush. Now, you can just use a normal brush, but that might scratch your paint. Get a proper wheel one, because it's going to be a bit softer and a bit more delicate, so you don't scratch up your mad wheels. Get it wet and then just go to work scrubbing it, and you will find, because of the wheel cleaner being in there, all the crud on the surface of your wheel is going to be brought to the surface. You can see it kind of frothing up. The more you look, the more you realise that the froth of the wheel cleaner is actually dirty, because it's brought all the dirt off your wheel. Now, this wheel won't be particularly bad because it's not the side that faces the curb, and it's a drum rear brake, so it doesn't actually generate that much dust. But if you've got a car with disc rear brakes, like the GTV for example, you will see an embarrassingly large amount of dust generated depending on how long it was since you last washed your car. That is one cleaned wheel, so we can now gently spray it down just to get any last traces of crud and any cleanness washed out of it. Certainly it is looking better than when we started. It's got a shine to it for a start. And it's probably worth noting the reason why you want to do your wheels before your main body clean is because brushes flick up a load of crap. If you go into a little crevice like that and then go and pull it out, it will flick stuff everywhere. It will go all over your paintwork. So of course, if you've already actually cleaned the body of the car, you're just going to be making it dirtier by doing that. So do your wheel first, then do your car. Well, do all your wheels, obviously, unless you own a unicycle. So the wheels are now clean and looking a lot better. Now, the next thing I want to do isn't normally part of a routine clean, but I do want to do it just to be on the safe side. I want to check underneath the car to make sure there's no troublesome corrosion or any rust areas that I need to be keeping an eye on to make sure that this thing lasts. For that, I'm going to need a torch, and what better than Olight's S2R Baton 2. Now, if you're working with your cars and you want a torch to use at the same time, you want something that's compact and lightweight. Well, this thing is tiny, and because it's aluminium bodied, it's a bit tougher than anything made out of plastic, so it can cop a few drops and a few smacks, especially if you're a clumsy oaf like I am. So often with small torches, though, you don't actually get a decent level of brightness from them. Well, not with this baby, because we've actually got 1150 lumens kicking from this thing, and that is ridiculously bright. It's got an upgraded TIR lens for a perfectly balanced beam, 6 different modes including a strobe function and a charge indicator light. It's also got a dual pocket clip so you can attach it to a hat, shirt or belt loop, and I've got you lot a deal. Use the discount code JOE10 at the checkout and you'll get a torch with a $74.95 RRP for just $58.45 with free delivery. It's the perfect tool for finding out if there is any rust hiding behind this. After confirming a pleasing lack of the brown stuff, the wash continues. Right, next up is the main wash, and we've got Turtle Wax's Wash and Wax, 2 buckets, because of course you want 2 buckets to keep your wash mitt clean, because do not ever use a sponge. If you do, I will come round and personally tell you off for doing so. You want a bucket with water and your soap in it, and then you want another one with just clean, pure water to wash your wash mitt off periodically every time you've done a bit of a panel. Start at the top of the car with the roof and the windows, gradually work your way down to the doors, then to the arches, and then the underside of the sills on your final whip round. A wash mitt allows a more thorough detailed wash, as you can put your hand into tiny little crevices, and it won't hold in stones and dirt that can damage your paint like a sponge will. It's a good idea to top up your soap bucket and empty and refill your cleaning bucket every rotation or so to keep the water fresh and clean. Once you've finished this stage, rinse out your wash mitt, and if you want to be really thorough, stick it in the next clothes wash so that it's fresh and clean for your next wash. Right, now we've done all the main washing process, the next step is to rinse the car off. Now I've already rinsed all the remaining suds off of the thing, but before we do a final rinse, we've got this stuff. This is hybrid ceramic wax from Meguiar's. Once again, not sponsored, I just have some and I wanted to try it out. Now the idea with this stuff is it offers a similar level of protection and shine on your paintwork to what a full ceramic coating would do, but whereas that would cost hundreds and hundreds of pounds and you have to get someone else to do it or risk cocking it up by doing it yourself because it's actually incredibly difficult to get right, this is just a $14.99 spray. You spray it all over your paintwork, then you rinse it off, then you dry it. And the theory is that you get as much as 6 months of ceramic protection on your paintwork for less than a 40th of the price of having it done properly professionally. The first step of drying the car once we put this stuff on it will be a chamois leather, which dries hard, so you've got to rinse it out, then squeeze it out so it's at least a bit malleable, a bit soft for you to clean your bodywork. First of all though, we've got to spray this stuff on and then rinse it off. Let's give it a go. The hybrid ceramic wax gets a thorough spray all over the bodywork before starting at the top of the car with a hose pipe and supposedly rinsing it into the paint. The initial drying is done with a chamois leather before a clean microfiber finishes the job. The Meguiar's stuff should last 6 months, but already it's left a silky smooth finish and a really nice glossy shine. The buckets are emptied and rinsed, the wipers put back down, and we're done. And there you have it, a Super Seicento cleaned and detailed using just random off-the-shelf stuff that you can buy for cheap. No, this isn't a consistent test because I haven't used all the stuff from the same manufacturer, and I'm sure the comments section is flooding with people saying that this product doesn't work, these products are better, I spent too much, I spent too little, and I am crap at detailing cars, and certainly on that last one, you might have a point, but this was just to show you what you can achieve with random stuff you can buy off the shelf, and you don't have to pay someone else an absolute fortune to clean and detail your car. You can of course go an awful lot further. You can go for a full wax, you can polish it, you can tyre shine it, and of course we haven't even got to the interior, which I'm going to spare you having to watch me do that now. But yeah, the transformation from a car that sat pretty much completely untouched for about 3 months and hadn't been washed for about 2 months before that, to this piece of shiny magnificence. I am square back in love with this little nugget, and anyone who's thoroughly cleaned their car will tell you that yes, it is going to drive better as a result of being that clean. So how would you detail your car? Leave it in the comments. What do you do? What products do you use? What order do you do stuff in? How much does all your detailing stuff cost? Let's have a debate. Let's have a discussion about how we clean our mad cars. Next up, we're going to be sorting a few mechanical bits on the Super Seicento to get it ready for some mad hoons for the rest of the summer. So if you do want to cop yourself an Olight S2R Baton 2, click the link in the description, use the code Joe10 for a discount, and until the next time, I'll catch you very soon, everybody. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.